You won't believe what I just found. I'm still scratching my head over here because I found a website that makes over $500,000 a year talking about food. It's a food blog that makes over $40,000 per month. And the cool part is they show us exactly how they do it. They have reports, they have these articles we're going to go into that show us exactly how they do it. Now, I was very surprised when I first found this. Do you see this? This is Pinterest. This is a pin that leads to this website right here. Fourth quarter 2024 income report, $206,000+. Now, when I first saw this, I almost fell out of my chair, right? Not many people will give us these figures publicly. So it's very, very surprising to see this. And then even more surprising, I came back here, income reports. This blogger, who absolutely crushes it, has given us reports, every quarter for years and years. And they show us, they tell us the tools they use. They show us exactly what they're doing. Now, we're going to use this Google Doc as our framework. We're going to come back to it. $500,000 plus food blogging. What's their secret? So we're going to dive into this report right here. We're going to dive into two reports. So they have their fourth quarter and third quarter. And you're going to see there's a big difference between the third quarter and fourth quarter that you're not expecting. Now, shout out to Kylie from Midwest Foodie. This is a wonderful public blog that she has put out, right? Food blog income report, third quarter. Dive into my third quarter income report to learn about my profit, my expenses, and traffic, and find out what I'm currently up to. It's really good. So let's scroll down. Third quarter, she made 117 grand plus. It gets even better. I'm going to go into this. So her traffic for July was over 750,000 page views, and then it got better in August and better in September. Now, there's something very interesting that happened from now in the new blog post I'll show you, quarter four, but let's keep rolling with this. Now, you may want to pause the video here to take a snapshot. Do you see this chart? This is from Google Analytics. This shows us where she's getting traffic from, and there's a big secret here that you're about to find out, right? Organic search made up most of her traffic in July, but then it flip-flopped. Eventually, organic social started doing even better. And in September, do you see this? Organic social was more than Google. So organic search is typically Google, but what is organic social? Now, we're going to get into the money here in a second, right? She breaks it all down. Very, very useful, but we need to make a distinction before we move on, right? So we have organic search. Organic search is usually Google traffic, but what is organic social? Because we can see this website is making tons of money off of organic social traffic. Where is this? It's typically one of two places. It's either Pinterest or Facebook, and I'd be willing to bet this website mostly focuses on Pinterest. Now, to dig a little deeper, we can quickly find out, right? So this is their Facebook page. They have this right here. 19 hours ago, they posted this. No shares. This one doesn't have any shares. In other words, they're probably not getting their traffic from Facebook, okay? So if that's the case, let's come over to Pinterest. This is their Pinterest page. They're probably making over 20 grand a month off of Pinterest. This is very interesting. So this is what they look like. The most recent pins they've created, easy pepperoni pizza bites. Everything you'll notice has the same exact template over and over. Is this hard to replicate? Can you do this yourself? Yes, you can. And nowadays we have tools with AI that allow you to do it easier than ever before. This channel goes over that all the time. But the point here is they are consistently posting on Pinterest. Now, if you want to go down the rabbit hole on how people make money on Pinterest, especially with this niche, I have a whole masterclass on it. All of this in front of you is AI. A lot of people don't use AI. I've learned how to use AI, and I have many pages on Pinterest doing this exact same thing. But before we move on, right, $500,000 food blogging, what's their secret? So one of their secrets is half of their income is from Pinterest. Pinterest is like easy mode nowadays, easy mode. Compared to all the different ways you can make money online, Pinterest, right? Pinterest is easy mode. Now, I have another secret for you. So this is their fourth quarter. They made a lot more money in their fourth quarter. So we were just detailing this one. This is their third quarter. They made $117,000. Remember this. In their fourth quarter, they made over $200,000. That's a big jump. And something I noticed, if you come down here, check this out. This is very interesting to me. You'll notice a big change. So we're on fourth quarter versus their third quarter. They used to be with Mediavine as their display ad network. Mediavine used to be the people they dealt with to have display ads on their website. That's how they made money primarily. But in the fourth quarter, they switched over to a different one, Raptive. And I've heard of a lot of recipe bloggers doing this. Raptive, they were able to get way more money. And if we scroll down here, you'll see their RPMs with Raptive only, $80+ per month. In other words, every 1,000 people that hit the website, they're making over $80. That's incredible. Now, we're going to get into monthly expenses, other expenses. Very interesting. They break it down really well. I'm very grateful for this. It's very, very good. They go over different things like this, like that. Now, something that I noticed was right here. This is very interesting. Raptive. I switched from Mediavine to Raptive during the second week of October. Their RPM guarantee was too good to pass up, and the timing of starting the guarantee during Q4 and then finishing it, blah, 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 seemed perfect. So far, I'm loving it. I guess so, because this person is making more money, way more money they did with Mediavine now that they're with Raptive. Now, coming back here, I want to know, how did they do it? And luckily for us, they go over their expenses, and you can imagine the expenses tell us how they do it. So expenses breakdown, Canva. I love to use Canva for all my pin templates. Well, there you go. And I would propose using AI is faster, easier, cheaper than ever using Canva. Coming back here, I mean, you can quickly just look. We'll just pause here for a second. Each one of my AI images for Pinterest are unique. They look different. I don't use templates because I like having unique things out there. I think you get better traction with it. So they use Canva, we use AI. Now, NerdPress, I upgraded to the next tier of NerdPress, the Inner Peace plan. I ask a lot of questions, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then they use WP Tasty Recipes. They use all these things for recipe specific stuff. A photography course. Now realize, people back in the day, old school bloggers, they would actually take photos of their food, right? And oftentimes they would hire people to do this. Now, if you look here at the monthly breakdown, their monthly recurring expenses typically are SaaS products, typically tools, right? Tools that we use for this stuff. You can look at this. It's nothing really crazy, but their other expenses was almost 10 grand. Now, imagine if you could take that expense right there and get it down as far as possible, because I have websites that cost like less than $100 a month to accomplish food blogging on Pinterest. So groceries to buy the food was $750, right? Canva was 120, all these things. And then the photography. So listen, they're hiring people to do photography for their stuff. In other words, there's platforms you can go on. You can connect with photographers. They'll buy the food. Maybe you buy the food for them, right? They'll take photos. She spent over 5 grand on photography. Now, imagine taking all these expenses and getting it as far down as possible, which is exactly what we're going to do. I want to do it myself. How can we do it? I don't want to spend $9,500 per month. Was it per month or was it per the quarter? I don't know. Bottom line is, I want to spend like less than how much? Less than, let's say, less than $500. I want to spend less than $500. I want to use my time. I want to do it myself, and I want to accomplish quality pins, quality posts. So coming back here, Food Blog Income Report, let's just browse. Let's go to a chicken recipe. All right, coming down here, let's say 1 pot chicken dumpling soup. All right, this looks yummy. All right, 1 pot chicken dumpling soup. We have a really beautiful image. That looks nice. You will love this. This is what makes her money, these type of blog posts. Let's just keep going. You have the ingredients. All right, cool. You have the instructions, and there's ads all over the place. Do you know why my screen is white right now? It's because the ads on these websites are so extreme. I'm probably lagging talking to you right now, but ads are how they make money. Raptive, Mediavine, these type of things. Like I said, Raptive seems to be crushing it for her, and a lot of recipe bloggers and a lot of bloggers in general are going to Raptive instead of Mediavine. But this is not hard to accomplish with AI. So let's scroll back to the top. Right? This is 1 pot chicken dumpling. And with that, I'm just going to come over to Content Goblin. This tool costs like $30-$40 a month. This is a very easy way to accomplish this. We're going to come over here, single recipe to the left, image quality. We can do good, we can do better, we can do best. Let's do best. This is going to be the best images available to create these type of things. Recipe mode, recipe article, the prompt, right? I just want 1 pot chicken dumpling soup. And the cool part is this AI, this artificial intelligence, this tool is going to create something unique. And when it's done, this is what it looks like. It gives you one image with the recipe. You get ingredients, you get instructions, you get a whole blog article. And then if you want to take it a step further, because now you know Pinterest is where you can make a lot of money, you can come down here to the left, pin generator, and you can create pins, right? This is what it looks like on Pinterest when you have pins, hearty chicken and dumpling soup for any day. These are basically the billboards that go onto Pinterest. And when people find them on Pinterest, they click through to your website just like this. So someone, let's say, found this easy lemon pepper chicken. They click here, and when they click this button, visit website, visit site, they're making money with what? Display ads, right? We went over that. Very, very simple. This is not complicated. Now, if you want to take it a step further, check out my channel. I have a playlist. If you come over here to playlists, I have a Pinterest marketing playlist, 300 pins a day. We have this, the Maverick Forum. This is the #1 Pinterest forum in the world. There's hundreds and hundreds of people talking in this forum about Pinterest every single day.